This is the Jayhawk Sports Network, powered by Heartland Technology.
High school basketball continues. It's a Monday night in the Cedar Valley. Jesup, Iowa, the host site for Hudson, as the Jayhawks and the Pirates will take to the floor. Jesup continuing to build their resume on their basketball season with an unfortunate loss. I think they were like on a 6-game winning streak up until Friday night when they had a loss up at Wapsie Valley. But we'll see how they come tonight. Hudson with an 0-9 record overall. I'm Nate Clayburg, joined by Luke Baldwin in the upper patio of the South Gym here in Jesup. Anthony Bond, the magical suitcase, Eric Clark on camera. But Jesup and Hudson tonight, almost dangerous when there's a team that comes in with a 0 record on the win side. You don't want to be that statistic.
No, and that's also, there's also, wow.
Start over. Take two.
Yeah, let me start over. There's also always a psychological game that gets played there too. You know, the Jayhawks, for example, tonight come in potentially a little overconfident because they see that 0-8 or 0-9, whatever it is, and potentially think, oh, we don't have to play up to our capability. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Coach Smines, as Coach Smines said at half of the girls' game, I think this team seems to prepare themselves pretty well mentally for each game. Now, obviously, we've seen that doesn't necessarily always result in the W, but I think they're going to come in tonight. I think they're going to take care of business. But any team in the Nickel East they're going to come at you hard, and Hudson will definitely come at us with everything they got.
Starting lineups now with Dan Fox. All right, starting lineups from Dan Fox. That was waiting for his signature. Let's play basketball. I didn't get it tonight.
No, I was doing the same. I thought we had some time here, but let me run through these starting lineups real quick in case you couldn't catch them. For the Hudson Pirates, coached by Sean Leonard, we've got.
There it is.
Just a little delayed. All right, Here we go for the Hudson Pirates. 0 is Camden Davis. Number 4, Sam Hansen. 5, Joe Coleman. 10, Ben Kelly. And 35, Carter Swope. For your Jesup Jayhawks, coached by Joe Smines, we've got 0, Parker McCone. 2, Brody Kresser. 5, Jace Pilcher. 14, Jack Miller. And 23, the big man in the middle, Carson Lino.
So looking down through there, again, we got, 2 seniors out there, freshmen, 2 juniors, or actually, 2 juniors down there. Forget a reference in that girls' game. We've got no seniors on that squad. As Jesup and Hudson still scoreless, and the ball quickly other end of the floor. Lino hugging on that pivot foot, and Park and McCone. We'll see that one go out as he misses that big free.
That's all right. Get it out of the way early. Lino, that was cat-like to even get a hold of that basketball without traveling. Look at his shoe. He's got that flap. His right shoe, it's flopping around again.
tape that thing down.
Yeah, it's
Hudson right away to the hoop. Can't make it happen.
aggravating for me in my OCD.
Missed shot from Colum. Head coach Hudson, Sean Leonard. Head coach of Jesup is Joe Smines. And it's back and forth. It's like a mirror of what we saw in the girls' game.
Hudson will take the lid off. Get the scoring party started here.
Jack Miller with that ball, right side. Freshman leading a lot of statistics in the state.
Nice drive by McCone. Splits the defense right down the middle.
Tied up at 2.
Yeah, Jack Miller, he played a bit of point guard against Wapsie, and he has throughout the year, but seemed like I saw more of it over there. Maybe it just seemed that way. Deep three by Sam Hansen. So another Hansen on the court for the boys. It seems like there's been a Hansen on the court ever since I was in high school. Through Jack Miller's hands, it is going to stay with the Jayhawks as Hansen touched it before it went out of bounds.
Filter inbound that. I was at Dick's Sporting Goods over the weekend. I saw those flashy orange shoes or pink shoes or tangerine or whatever they are.
Pilcher's wearing?
Yeah.
They're bright, whatever color they are. Pilcher with almost the easy bunny inside. Oh,
nice look by Miller. He came from 20 feet out almost. Saved that one. Back to McCresser, and he can't get it, but he does draw the foul.
Did you say McCresser? McCresser?
We'll never know.
I kind of like it. It's got a nice ring to it. Where'd we lose Anthony to? Did he fall off and I didn't see it?
It's hard to say.
Cresser a little short on the first, rolled around. Unfortunately not through.
You never know where Anthony is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard telling. It's just hard to find a reliable help these days.
It's funny, he says the same thing. Score remains 5-2. Those free throws no good, and now Hudson. Kelly come near side with Swope. Trying to angle in, can't make it happen. Swope leading scorer for the Hudson Pirates. Deep three, right in there. Wow.
Yeah. Hansen again. No, was that Davis?
That was Davis with the deep three. 5 points. Miller from the hip. Lee now steps in.
Thought about that three.
He did. Took a step inside.
He was about a step too strong on the shot, too. Should have fired that up.
Little trick in, no good out of the hands of Cullen.
That's a kick. Going to be a kick. I thought Hudson kicked it, but they're going to maintain possession. Inbounds underneath their own hoop.
Miller slipped up there on defense. Top of the key with Davis, covered by Cresser. What? Man-to-man press. Ball is loose right into Cresser's hands. Nice swap away from McCone. Cresser eases it in
with the finger roll.
Full court from Jesup. Miller, tight coverage on Hansen. Follow him back across midcourt.
You see Corbin Fueling checking at the next dead ball.
Cullen.
We're going to see 4 Pirates. I'm going to call these out now so you know who it is when they come in. We've got Caden Crowell, Tanner Michael, Bryce Griffin.
Wide open Cresser, no good on the three.
And Lyle Olson.
So sluggish subs coming in shortly for the Pirates.
So in that, you've got 2 freshmen, a sophomore. Two freshmen, a sophomore, and a senior coming in.
Miller gets that one clean. Kelly in and out of the step. No look three, Hansen. He just took it, turned, and shot. 6 points, 2 3-pointers for him. Up on Jesup, 11-4. Miller will try a deep three. Wedge between the board and the rim. Pilcher follow-up, no good. That's the first time we've seen Pilcher get a shot off. Draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line.
Man, Hudson's got 8 seniors on the squad.
Wow.
It's actually, I mean, the fact that they haven't won a game yet is shocking. Usually when you've got a senior-laden team like that means you've got a lot of experience, and you'd think you'd pick up at least a couple of games here or there, but I know sometimes things are not as simple as they might appear on paper.
Must be a story behind the story. Olsen bringing it up. The guard spot. There's Swope. Ducks pass. Pilcher
That's
goes
pretty
in.
Move.
And they're covering tight on Lino. Get that ball back towards the Pirates.
Number 3, Tanner Michael, just a freshman for the Pirates, bringing the ball up the court. So definitely some guys getting some early experience in their high school career.
Fueling in the game now. He pulls up on a three.
Got it. He's really, and I know we've talked about this, he was out for a couple stretches early in the season, and man, he's really kind of finally found his groove, gotten into the flow over the past handful of games.
Freshman Michael. You said he was a freshman down there?
Just a freshman, yeah.
Good little dribbler.
Yep.
Comes this side to Cryall. Right side, no good. Pull it down from McCone. Gets obstructed midcourt, finds his way, and ball is going to come out of bounds. And it's going to come off Hudson. Will be Jesup's ball. Hudson wonders about that.
I wonder about that too.
Regardless, we'll take it.
The ref on the far side there made the call, which was not the call the ref that potentially had the better look was going to make, but obviously I'm okay with the call, being a Jesup fan.
Presser force into Lino.
Backside, look at that backside, guys.
And they were covering Carson tight. Minute to play. There's Olsen. Dish into Cohon.
Good looking.
Cullum.
Good looking feed by Olsen.
45 seconds. Wow. Carson can't get a break tonight.
Well, that's a couple of poor entry passes by McCone. He can't look right at the defense and then throw it right where he's looking.
Pick up on Cresser and take it left side again. Slow things down. 18 seconds to go. Hudson will lie that last shot of the quarter.
Got a moving screen. Call on number 5, which does you no good. Joel Colham. I still remember one of the first things you said to me when I first joined you up here was, don't get in the habit of calling out people's numbers because that doesn't tell the audience anything.
No shot at the end. 15-8 to score. Jesup trying to find their way here in the first quarter, Luke, which is unusual, but you know, we talk about a team that is looking for their first win of the year. They're eager.
At some point, you've got that, hey, we don't have anything to lose mentality. Let's just go out and give them hell. And we talked about, Jesup potentially coming in with their guard down a little bit. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but whatever you want to attribute it to, Hudson's on Jesup 15-8.
Joining us, girls won earlier tonight, 42-40 in overtime. Hard-fought fourth quarter, came back as Hudson put up a fight. AP will be the host site for boy-girl doubleheader for Hudson tomorrow night. We get a good AP on Friday and then follow that back up with Grundy Center doubleheader this Saturday. Head coach Joe Smine, assisted by Nick Donnelly, Steve Schmidt, Rodney Selesky, Brock Sabers and his posse with his two boys down there. I don't think Mike Johnson down there as well. Those boys don't go too far from Brock Sabers' hip, do they?
Well, Brock doesn't go too far from the gym, so they like being with their dad.
That's true.
They like being with their mom, too.
Ball field or a gym, he's right there.
Yep.
Fueling pick up that offensive player for the Pirates, Kelly. Sure enough, these coaches made some adjustments in the timeout. See if we can see some fruits of the labor. Pilcher posts up inside. But the ball does go for Swope.
Going to have to find a way to deal with Swope. I don't know if you front him and put a guy in front and behind. Wow.
He was what, 6 feet out?
At least.
Miller with the three-pointer.
That was beyond pro range right there.
Might as well have a niche. That's Miller's niche. Tip into Swope. Kick back right side. Hanson in the corner, no good. Pilcher pulls down the board. Fast down to Fueling. Will slow it down. Miller, he's got a deep three again.
I thought he was going to take it.
Take it off to his cousin Fueling. Right side, no good. Ball comes out of bounds off of Hudson. It will be the Jayhawks.
I like what Jace Pilcher did there. He grabbed that rebound, and instead of, automatically getting to his point guard, which, by the way, is a good thing too. A lot of coaches want you to get it right to your point guard, but as Coach Smine said, they like to get out and run. He's very capable of pushing that ball up the court and in turn got the ball ahead of the defense and gave us a better chance of getting a shot.
Leno still scoreless in that center spot. Holds the pick. Miller cuts in between two. Off the board, no good. Rebound almost to Pilcher. Fueling had a hand on it. Hudson will hang on to it this time. Davis one-on-one with Presser.
Good job by Davis.
7 points for him.
Patient shot.
6 minutes to play. Coming up at halftime, we'll hear from head coach Jordan Conrad, the girls coach. Leno draws a foul, gets the first points of the night.
More of that, please. More of that.
You can see his confidence waning a little bit. Struggling to find some success tonight on the floor so far.
McCone back into the game for Corbin Fueling. On the opposite side, you've got Lyle Olson, who checks in for, I believe it was Ben Kelly, who just took a seat.
Left-handed free throw. Count that for Leno. 19-14.
Jesup in a very loose three-quarter court press.
Jesup has not led this game at all. Quick, hard pass to Colum, no good. Ricochets off his chest. Jesup will get that turnover. McCone, Leno, Miller, Kresser, Pilcher, all in the game, all the starters. Kresser pushes that three.
Oh, boy. McCone was there for that rebound. Leno couldn't really have known that, but if he would have let that one go, it was going right into McCone's hands.
Come right side, Hanson, covered by Miller. A lot of energy on this offense for Hudson. Moving around that floor pretty swift, and we're going to see a foul called.
I think that's going to go against McCone. Yep, that'll be his first. Second team foul for Jesup.
Looks like it's is it Paradise Night or Hawaiian Night in the student section over there?
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't. I thought maybe beach night.
Three attempt. Cullen, is he going to take it? No.
Is that just the first team foul for Jesup?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's Swope, angled out. Back out to Hanson, comes baseline. Swope comes up. Thought he was going to go to the hole.
Thought he was going to hammer that sucker down.
He's got 6. 21-14. Welcome in any Pirate fans listening tonight from the Hudson School District. Says the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Ball ricocheted off of Hudson. Lena will grab onto it. Deep 3 from Miller.
Got it. That's a spot. Keep shooting from out there. Yeah, I gotta imagine there's a few Hudson Pirates out there listening in. This is kind of the thing to do in the new world we live in. So I know I really appreciate being able to hang out at home every now and then and listen to, or at least watch a game. And it's always nice when they've got somebody commentating it too, unless they're a couple of bozos like us.
Oh,
deep
man.
three
Deep one for Olson. He's got 3.
Kyle Olson.
I prefer professional bozo.
I may be a bozo, but I'm a darn good bozo.
Might as well do it right.
There you go. Keep feeding him, man.
5 points for him. Jesup looking to crack the 20 barrier. Last 3.5 minutes. Swope comes across. Miller. Heavy on defense. Pilcher putting up that wall.
Yeah, good defense by Pilcher. Got himself down there. Denied the baseline.
Little dish in. Obstruction from Carson Leno. Ball is loose. Oh, my. Put your hands up. Olson knocked it away.
Yeah, get that little more air under that ball. That was a good idea by Brody. Just a little shallow on the trajectory of that pass. Coach Mines going to take a 30. Talk things over.
Pull out his paperwork. Got his little bag of tricks down there. See what he can pull out.
You suppose he's just telling his kids he saved a bundle on car insurance?
So Derek Gerling is the head coach.
Well, that's who we
Hudson.
had first. I think you had that pulled up. And
well, appreciate that. Somebody checking in on YouTube. Our Google search came up with Sean Leonard. So,
well, I think you had your eyes closed when you looked at that. If you go back and cut one there, you had it. Hit your back button on the browser.
Oh, this arrow thing?
Arrow
I do that?
Yeah, right.
Does
there,
that go
see?
back? I wasn't expecting him to have a LinkedIn profile. Might need to connect with him on the LinkedIn.
Nice move by Swoop. Unable to make the shot. Strong move nonetheless.
Parker. Tag over to Pilcher, gets it back. Kresser grabs that one in his reach. McCone's wide open.
Got it. Nice shot by McCone in the corner. McCone scares me sometimes. He likes to drive in and dish out to the right or left, but I'm not sure he's always completely sure of where his target is out there, and sometimes they get a little scary. Jeez. Well, Jack Miller, he's not afraid to pull the trigger. Good feed inside to the big man, Leno. He'll go right at it and score it.
A little left-hander float.
2-point game.
He's got 7.
The Jayhawks edge increasingly closer. Have you seen the exciting Mr. Fox?
I have
on
not.
the Disney Channel?
Have not.
It's kind of like a stop animation movie, and it's based on a book. It's not really kids animation. Nice shot by Jack Miller. Little mid-range jumper. Anyway, watch it. And anybody out there listening, it's super odd, but the humor is it's pretty good. There was literally no segue into that. That comment.
I'm not sure where it came from.
I don't know what made me think of it.
But I'm sitting here thinking, have you seen Ted Lasso on Apple TV?
I still haven't seen that either.
It's sports related.
Yeah.
45 seconds. Jesup looking to try and get their first tie, if not actually their first lead before halftime. I'm sure they've had things tied up even. Swope turnaround hoop.
That Swope, he's going to get his points. That's for sure.
And Parker McCone just going to take a little bit of time. 30-26. Kresser, Miller. Ducks left side. Kresser comes baseline. Last second shot rings in.
Got it. 28-30. Jesup down 2 as they head to the locker room.
So Jesup ends up outscoring Hudson in that one 20-15. And that's something that a struggle early on for Coach here. You know, again, we talked about this early on. You expect to, you come out, got an 8-4 record, had a good stretch here in the last couple of weeks. Hudson still looking for their first win, 0-9. Just kind of scanning through here. Lost to Wapsie last week, 60-42. Within 9 against Sumner Fred. Within 5 of Union. Not really many tight games. This is probably the tightest game it almost appears that they've had all season long.
Yeah, and they've had a tough early schedule here, but it's hard to believe they didn't get a win in there somewhere. But I do expect Coach Smines to make a few adjustments at half, especially into regards to Swope defensively. As we welcome Coach Jordan Conrad, head coach for our Jesup Jayhawk ladies.
Testing.
With the big lopsided victory tonight.
Yeah.
Right in there.
That's a good way to call it.
A little barn burner.
Are you going to give me any credit? Did you see me with confidence hop up on the bleacher there?
I didn't. I wasn't watching.
No, I made sure to hop up on there real confident like.
Well, we'll get to. Well, we've got a question. We've got a correlation that we have here, a theory based on the flow of the team. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But first question: did you enjoy the Marpole that Luke gave you last time you were up here? Did you get a chance to partake in the Santa Claus Marpole?
I didn't, but I can tell you, Bryson and Calvin enjoyed them.
Oh, good. As long as somebody enjoyed it.
Yes.
I was a little worried they were just going right into the circular filing cabinet.
Jesup girls win tonight, overtime win 40-40. We're kind of used to seeing your girls come out of the gate a little slow, and then it just kept kind of waiting to see where some things are happening, but things didn't really fire up until that fourth quarter.
Yeah, we kind of found another gear in that fourth quarter. It took getting down, 12, 13, whatever it got to, but our start wasn't all that bad. We were up after the first quarter and decent second quarter, but that third quarter really drug on there, really lulled, and we couldn't get stops. It just came down to that. And sometimes, that happens when you're not able to score it at one end. It just correlates to not getting stops at the other.
So speaking of correlation, this is our theory.
This is Luke's theory.
But this is my theory. I happen to notice because I had made the comment they need to find a little intensity, a little motivation. And I noticed that when you found your intensity on the sideline, they found their intensity about the same time, and I wondered if they maybe play off coach a little bit. Not to say that you're not always intense, but you were a little more subdued in the first 3 quarters tonight than I'm used to, I think. And so anyway, let's take that for what it's worth.
No, I tried to provide some energy. When we're struggling offensively with it, try to just stay in the moment and not push the panic button. Try to be a calming presence at times. Sometimes I can probably go too far on the other side, trying to provide too much intensity, and there's times where you need to just reel it back in and tell hey, let's be patient on the offensive end. Let's get good looks, and obviously I didn't get to that soon enough. But
No, actually, we talked about that too. We were watching you in one of your timeouts when things were not going well, and instead of maybe going the direction some people would, I could tell you were kind of taking the temperature of the room there and trying to maybe bring them down a little bit.
Yep,
rather
absolutely.
than taking the wrong way.
It could have been. We could have went the other way. I told the girls, I was really proud of the effort they put forth in the fourth quarter and overtime, because it took us a couple minutes to go on a run. Probably 6 minutes left or 5 minutes left or whatever when we kind of started going on a run, and being down 12 with 5 minutes left, it could have been easy to just kind of say, forget it, the night's over with. And they did a really good job of responding, and we talked about in a couple of timeouts that we're not going to get it back all at once, but let's go on a 6-0 run here. Okay, sure. We accomplished that. We got them to take out a timeout. Okay, now let's go on a 6-2 run here. Just kind of chip away at it, and we did a really good job there.
Absolutely. Yeah, your squad you improve out of this one to 12-2 on the season, 8-2 overall. End up with a loss last week at Sumner Fred. Talk about that game. A little tight.
Yeah, another really good game. Sumner Fred's just a tough matchup for us.
Always have been.
In the same regard, we're kind of a tough matchup for them, but they were able to slow the game down a little bit, and they have 3 girls 6 foot or better, and that just makes for really tough matchups. And we got doubled up in rebounds, more than doubled up. I think it was like 41-19 in rebounding, and you're just not going to win a lot of games that way. And we didn't shoot it well. I think we were like 2 of 15 from 3, and we're still right there. That's what I told the girls. It was really encouraging. We had the ball late with a chance to tie it, and we just didn't knock a shot down. So it wasn't the result we wanted, but we continued to fight, and that was probably one of our poorer nights. We had 20-plus turnovers. Like I said, got doubled up in rebounding, don't shoot it well, and you still have a chance. Yeah, so that's all you can ask for.
I seem to think when we played on this floor against Sumner Fred, it was a little challenging, too, because I think they were trying to figure out who they were, and you guys were still trying to figure out who you were as we started the season. But rolling to Wapsie Valley last Friday, you got a lot of players. You had a lot of people off the bench get a play. Yeah. That's one aspect. But how does that, where it's not the intensity that you had on Tuesday night, you roll into that? Does that carry over to today? You didn't have school today. Just trying to keep things moving along. Is anything that plays over to that?
Yeah, we got it. We got in and had a shoot around today. At least got him out of bed. At least. Yeah,
that's good. About 1, 2 o'clock, something like that.
No, we got him out of bed at about 8:45 this morning. We had a shoot around and went through some stuff for about an hour, and that was really good. And like you said, we got a lot of girls in against Wapsie Valley, and it's easy to have some letdowns in that game, but we did a really good job, I thought, of playing really tough. Last time they were up on us after a quarter, I think we may have kind of overlooked them a little bit, and we were clear that couldn't happen this time, and we were up 14-1 or 3 at the end of 1, and just kind of continued to cruise from there and had a really good third quarter. We didn't give up a field goal in the first quarter, only 1 field goal in the third quarter. So, really proud of the effort over there too.
And really, the refs that was a bruising game. Like the refs, and I like refs that let you play, but that one was that was almost like they weren't there a few different times.
Yeah, there could have been a call there late. Yeah. When they got their 4 opportunities at the end, but in the same regard, just like you said, they didn't call a lot all night, so they kept it consistent at least. Throughout the night.
I was still a game back. I was thinking you were talking about Wapsie. You're talking about tonight. Were you talking?
For officials?
Yeah,
I was talking about tonight for officials.
Okay.
But one of them was the same official events watching.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
So we got some days off here up until Friday. Go over to AP and then turn around and quick against Grundy Center in an afternoon contest.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, that's for sure. I mean, you look at the board over there, and it's Dyke undefeated, and we've got 2 losses in the conference. Then there's 4 or 5 teams with 4 losses. So any night anybody can beat anybody. Everybody's really close. So it, like I said, doesn't get any easier. Then we turn around and we have Denver and Dyke, and they're no slouches.
No. Right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Win's a win, got an overtime, and then we'll see how things roll into Friday and then talk to you next Saturday.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Head Coach Jordan Conrad on our halftime show. We will break away and return here in about 60 seconds or so. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Back on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Start the second half here very shortly. Jesup leading right now, actually trailing right now, 30-28. Jayhawks shooting 47% from the field compared to Hudson's 56%. From beyond the arch, 4 of 12. Hudson 4 of 8. Assist-wise, actually rebound-wise, Hudson leading 14 rebounds to 10. And Jesup only had one personal foul in that first half.
Yeah, Swope, or Jayhawks, forcing the turnover on Swope. Got a little travel, trying to do some work down low there. Yeah, these girls' game was very similar, just not many fouls called.
Miller comes right side, a little too much.
Yeah, it was a pretty drive.
Swope, leading scorer for Hudson right now, who has 8 points, comes up, grabs it, pivots in the lane, pushes back right side to Cullum. Dip in from Davis.
Good ball movement by the Pirates.
Davis has 9. Parker McCone cross midcourt. Here's Kresser. Looking inside. Pilcher holds the pick. Miller quick on that dribble. Into the legs. Pilcher had it. Blocked up by Cullum. And now can Carson Lino find something? He's got to push it back out. Gets it back. Ducks in. Forces up. Doesn't go. And Pilcher, that ball did not come down as quickly as he wanted it to.
Nice job by Pilcher. Give him a pat on the butt there.
Yeah, my back hurt almost where he was falling.
Yeah, that's one of those where it makes you hold your breath for a second until each of them get up.
Miller. Overhead pass comes right side to McCone. No look to Lino. He's going to try the 3.
Got it.
He hits half of those. Why not?
He just barely had his toes behind that line. He knew exactly where he was.
10 points. Quite early on. Sneaking back.
Quick foul on McCone. His second. Unintentional. Just got his feet tangled up with the Pirate.
Hansen into Swope. Pilcher just putting up that wall in the lane.
Well, Pilcher's such a strong kid. I mean, he's really built his body up to where he is not an easy body to move.
Lino put obstruct in the middle too, and there's Kresser waiting for the missed shot. Comes right side to Pilcher. Bounces around. McCone, no look underneath. Can't get it. Hudson back moving. Jayhawks will foul, and we will see Hudson go to the free throw line with Kelly.
Yeah, Ben Kelly with the nice drive. Couldn't get it to drop, but split the defense.
Kelly is the leading assist, or leads with assists on this team, 2.2 per game. 5'9" senior drops that first one.
Suddenly got the yawns, Nate.
You need another kickstart, maybe.
Man, I don't know. One of those in every couple of days is plenty.
Missed free throw, going to go back towards Hudson. Give her that freshman Davis. Is he freshman? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice player.
6-footer.
I can see why he's on the court.
McCone, double team. Finds Lee now, and he's going to keep pushing forward on that dribble, and he will get fouled.
Corbin Fueling checks into the game for the Jayhawks. He's going to replace Brody Kresser. Lyle Olson will sub in for Joel Collins. And then we also have Tanner Michael, Bryce Griffin, and who was the? We had one more there. I think it was Caden Krill.
McCone with the angled 3, bounces up, no good. Hudson will pull it into a Swope.
seconds. Swope was intent on working the ball all the way down the court and then back himself down to make a shot, but he neglected to realize the ref was counting off 5. Nice shovel pass by Miller into Leenow, and then Leenow says, here, you take it.
Just easy does it. He keeps chipping away at it. Jesup back within 2. 4:40 to go, third quarter. Thanks to have head coach Jordan Conrad make it up here at halftime. This team winning again in overtime by 2. See if the Jayhawk boys can cap this one off. It's going to be as tight of a game for what we're seeing. Hudson's gone 9 deep. And now we're going to see our first jump possession as Pilcher. He wasn't going to give that up.
No, he wasn't. It's going to stay home with the Jayhawks. A little juice on the court now. Looks like we've best we could do is a 8-inch by 8-inch washcloth to wipe up the.
I think it's somebody's dry erase rag. That's what it is exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Seriously, that's the best we got around here? Come on. Come on, Jayhawks.
Can't have good popcorn and good cleaning cloths. You're asking a lot there, Baldwin.
I am.
Come baseline, McCone out to Fueling, who had a 3 in the first half, misses that shot. Ball keeps coming around. Now Leenow waiting for it. Looked like he got slapped. But then there's Pilger. He will finally get a chance to go to the free throw line and get that foul in.
I don't think you can get hit on the arm and have the ball go straight sideways without that being a foul.
You could probably check a fingerprint on Leenow's arm. Pilcher's free throw right on the rail. He's only got 2 points so far. All free throws.
He's been effective in other ways, though. He's played some pretty good defense down low against Swope.
That one in.
Knocked a couple through. Brody Kresser is going to check back in for Pilcher.
Tied up at 35.
Jesup continues to play that loose full court press. Or, I'm sorry, 3/4 court press.
Swope. Just waiting in the wings. Found his way in. 10 points for him.
Yeah, if you're gonna attempt those traps, you better get out of them quick enough to stop the easy drive to the hoop.
Fueling dish into Larson. Actually, to Carson, Leenow, and Kresser.
Boom. There you go. Jesup with the 1 point lead. It's been a bit.
That's the first lead of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. That is. That's Jesup's first. I was thinking we started with the lead, but we didn't.
See if we can find their prime. Get some turnovers, get some more points. Easier said than done. And Miller's going to get called with a foul. Tagged freshman Tanner Michael.
Joel Colum into the game. He's going to replace Caden Kryle. Kryle? I suppose that's Kryle?
Sure.
Probably Kryle.
They'll let us know. Swope again. Likes that just close out of the basket. Misses that shot. McCone, no look over to Kresser. Miller comes baseline. A little flick up. Wow!
Oh,
How about that shot?
That's pretty.
Flicks it up. Draws the foul.
Kind of remind me of myself out there, Nate.
You mean wearing a white jersey? Something like that? Is that what you mean?
No, there's really no similarities between Jack and myself.
I could think of some similarities between you and his dad. That rings out.
Yes.
You'll take that one?
Yes, there's definitely a similarity there.
Hairline,
both like to partake in a few ice cold waters.
Yeah. Have an inane sense of humor. Timeout wanted.
Coach Gerling is going to take the full 1 minute timeout to talk things over as Jesup takes their lead to 40-37.
Want to give a shout out to Brian Larson. I'm sure still joining us tonight. I knew he was probably in for the girls' game early on. Brian in an accident a couple of weeks ago, and the community really rallied around and has raised quite a bit of money. I think we're pushing $30,000 to support that family after the accident. And get a little update. Brian's been moved up from University Hospital up into St. Louis, over to Cedar Rapids, sounds like.
Yeah, St. Luke's, and they've got him in a couple sessions of PT each day, and according to Craig Fresh, his father-in-law, they're working him hard, but he remains in positive spirits and taking everything as it comes to him. So shout out to the community of Jesup, and I'm sure that expands out, that has raised that much money for Brian and his family in such a short period of time. That's heartwarming to see when things like that happen.
So we invite you to, in the comments section on our Facebook post here, as well as on YouTube, you can make contributions to Farmers State Bank. There's Venmo. You can send Venmo at Jesup Community Betterment. You can send checks payable to Betterment as well, or there's also a GoFundMe. So the option's right in there.
I didn't want to interrupt that important message,
nope.
Nate, but
think about you, Brian.
Yes, absolutely, Brian. Keep working hard. Jack Miller with the three while we were talking there.
Circulate that ball. Shot up, no good.
Boy.
Lena, get your arms up on defense. Hudson struggled there, but whistle finally blows.
I thought he was going to call it. Did he call travel? Oh, double. Okay. So one of them blew the whistle and the other one made the call. Anyway, I still want to throw some props out to Joe Coleman. I mean, he got his rebound twice, I think. Unfortunately, did turn the ball over on a double dribble, but
Swope takes that one away for Hudson.
Not for lack of effort.
Deep three from Hansen, no good. And whistle on the floor. It will go.
That's going to go against Hudson.
So we'll see McCone come back for the inbound.
Yeah, I think we had block in the back against Jack Miller. I didn't catch who did it. Oh. It was Joe Coleman. That's his fourth foul, so he is going to head to the bench. My feet hurt, Nate.
Well, if you had one of those fancy mats like Clark and Baugh have over there.
Or like last week when they tell us, oh, yeah, we're getting some stools and new table, and I come up tonight and I'm like, wah, wah.
Yeah, we'll get it for the last game, I'm sure. That's all right. You can just stand on Eric. Or his mat, I guess, whatever you want. Swope. Consistent tonight. 12 points for him. Feeling behind the back dribble.
Feet inside to Leno.
Ball is loose. And wow. Good heads-up play by Olsen. He's a good player in there and knew where he needed to be. Davis takes that to the hole. 43-41. Hudson sneaking back.
Yeah, Hudson's got a handful of freshmen here, including Davis, that are really fun to watch, as do we have with Jack Miller, who is also very fun to watch.
That'll be the end of the third period. 45-41. Give credit to the Jayhawks for really fighting back in this.
Yeah, it's been a battle, hasn't it?
Yeah, to say the least, and just consistent play.
I mean, I wouldn't even. I don't know that I can even be overly critical of the Jayhawks in that first half. I mean, you could say that we should have a larger lead than we do, but I mean, credit the Hudson Pirates. They've played a good game.
Jesup outscoring the Pirates in that third period, 17-11. Next game for the Jayhawks coming up. It will be against Appleton Parkersburg on Friday at Parkersburg, and then Grundy Center on Saturday.
Love to see the Jayhawks go into AP and take back that victory we should have had in the first game. Had a 12-point lead in that game and lost it within a minute or something. Hudson working the ball around with Lyle Olson finally dropping it.
Jack Miller, right side to Kresser. Hook right side, deep three, Miller. Confidence. Take him to 15, actually take him to 20 points. 48-43. Miller keeps pressing defense.
Hansen looked at that three.
Freshman from the left side finds it with Davis.
That's what I'm telling you, man. They got between Davis, Olson. Who's the other one? A little guy.
Yeah, I think we're seniors still as seniors, and just looking at Coach
Tanner Michael was the third one. Those three freshmen, man, they are straight up ballers. Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
I was going to say, looking at Derek Early, he's in his I think this is his second year, and he just graduated from UNI. So,
yeah, I like his
young kid just trying to work his system in.
I like the style of play. He's got his kids running. He seems like a good coach, a motivating coach. Both of them down there. I don't know if the other guy was Leonard, who we thought was the head coach at first, but you can see him tag team in the huddle down there. They're doing a nice job.
So they've gone 9 deep, and pretty good rotation working through there as well, and continue to talk about senior to freshman. Hudson, 0-9 right now, but I think they'll finish the year strong. Then look into next year, watch out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really care how they finish. Well, that sounds bad. I'm just saying, regardless of how they finish this year, the future is bright for Hudson because they got some freshmen playing here, getting great minutes.
A lot of minutes.
And those are good players, man. They're only going to get better.
Quick ricochet down to Swope. And there's Leno, frustrated. He tried to put as much of a front as he could. 14 points there for Swope. McCone takes a left dribble. Looking for somebody. Finds Fueling. Back to Parker. Coming baseline. Looked like he almost stepped in the line, but nice scoop by Miller. Kick out, no look to his cousin Fueling. That would have been perfect to drop that one in.
That was a stupid athletic catch. I mean, and I mean stupid in a good way.
There's a deep three. That's in front of the rim, no good for Hansen. Front of the rim, no good for Kresser.
Man, I wouldn't mind seeing the Jayhawks feed it inside to Leno. We definitely have some three-point shooters out here, but sometimes we forget about that big guy down low.
Just an easy bunny for Hansen. Am I saying that right down there? Would that be a bunny?
Yeah.
A little uncontested.
Oh, good feed.
It's like Carson was there at the right time. And that ball is loose back and forth, but McCone confident on the shot. Can't make it. Back towards Hudson.
Man, we cannot buy a basket.
5-minute mark in this game. Girls won in overtime. Boys have a tight one here in the fourth quarter. Wide open, Kelly. Swope gets the rebound. He's going to go back to the hole, and he makes it happen.
I like Swope. He's always going towards the basket. He got that rebound, didn't waste any time. He spun, went right back at the hoop.
Parker out to Kresser in that far left side. Leno will kick it back out to him in the corner. Put in that pick, and ooh, Swope. Swope held his own in the paint, and Kresser with the offensive charge. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good call. Swoop seemed set. Swope, I mean.
This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology. Big play for Hudson.
Swope. Swope swooping in.
18. They've got a 4-point advantage and a foul.
Foul's going to go against,
I think Olsen.
Is that Olsen? Yeah, double one.
That'll be the 7th team foul against Hudson. Jesup in the bonus. And now Parker McCone.
My mini-me calling that foul.
Yeah. Jury's out on that one. When's Colombo making a comeback? We haven't seen Colombo here for a while.
I don't know. I like, these. We've talked about this before.
That was right. It was Colombo, right?
Yeah, yeah. But I do like seeing some of these young guys just, and we've talked about this, just to know that there's refs coming up. The more refs we can get, the better.
Not the easiest job.
No.
Not just because of the floor. It's what happens outside the floor you got to be able to tolerate. 3 attempt. Wow, Davis. Got it in there. He's got 19. Under 4 minutes. Feeling out to Kresser. Miller no look to McCone. Baseline. Caught up in the dribble looking for somebody. Miller on a high scoop. Feeling out to Miller. Give credit again, defensive. Defense for the Pirates right in there and
get back.
That 3 for Miller. No good. And little step back and forth. He had him in there. You saw that. Davis.
Hudson doing a nice job defending the paint. Jesup really not able to get anything inside right now. They're double teaming, triple teaming Leno as soon as he gets the ball, and there's another travel.
Yeah, they're really shutting down Leno inside, forcing him outside, looking to dribble any threes they can possibly get, pushing Miller even further out. You almost got double head coaches on the Hudson side.
Yeah, they're both
officials. I think they were both jumping out there, and he was waving them back.
Well, you can only have one official up at or one coach up at a time, so might have been a little reminder of that as Jesup drops down by 7.
Swope now with 20, and ball taken away with Olsen, and now Hudson.
Smart play.
Slowing it down.
Smart play by Sam Hansen. Bring that up top. Got a 7-point lead. Make that
9. 14 points. And Hudson.
The Pirates are fired up, man.
2 minutes and 16 seconds away from what they could have their first win on the 2021 season here at Jesup. Not the stat we were looking for tonight.
No, and I'd prefer their first win doesn't come against Jesup, but they're playing solid basketball, and frankly, they deserve the 9-point lead that they have right now. Their coaches have a good game plan. They've shut down our paint, and they get right back out on defense around the perimeter, even when the ball goes back out there.
We got 2 players in double numbers, both of them approaching, well, Davis approaching 20. He's got 19. Swope's got 20. 8 for Hansen. But they keep pretty fresh out there, too, rotating those 9 guys in and out. Leading for Jesup, 20 points for Jack Miller. McCone comes left side, easy in.
There we go.
Chip away, chip away. Freshman pulls up his shot. Kresser pulls it in. Trying to get a fast break going with McCone. He's going to pull it down.
Fills it up.
Big three for Jesup. 12 points for McCone. 1:39 to go.
Oh, no.
Quite some momentum we had with Jesup. Hudson will slow that down. 3rd personal foul for McCone. 5 team fouls for the Jayhawks. Full court press happening. Pilcher on the bench as Fueling is in the game. Ball is loose. Little late whistle. McCone will get dinged. He'll have 4.
His 4th, yeah.
Pilcher going to come back in.
Probably put the ball in Jack Miller's hands for a bit at point as McCone does take a seat.
And then there's Olsen on the inbound. Jesup trailing 4. Minute and a half. Swope covered by Leno. Olsen. So loses his glasses, put them back on.
Glasses.
Left side Davis. They're going to pass it and pass it and pass it. Working that clock down. And Pilcher will foul Kelly. Send him to the free throw line, and McCone will come back in. 4 fouls to his name. Smines having a chance to coach up McCone a little bit. And I think Pilcher is just, he cannot keep up defensively with those guards.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, and no offense to Pilcher, he's plenty quick, but some of these older guys they're just a little speedier.
The urgency here. Kresser, 3, going to be short.
Oh, you got to go.
And they will call it towards Jesup.
Yeah, Corbin's got to go to that ball. He can't wait for it in that situation.
48.7 seconds. Jayhawks looking to get a big score. Deep 3, Parker.
Man,
Lands in the hands of Hudson and Jack Miller, then into Lee now. Took long enough for that whistle.
I did. I don't know what he was waiting for. They call it foul.
This place is going to erupt from the Hudson side. On the verge of it, unless we see Jesup have that ball bounce the way it needs to. Back to free throw line, Hansen. That one in. Extends it out. 5-point lead.
Hansen, senior leadership, dropping the first of the 2-shot foul.
He's got 9. Three players in double numbers for the Pirates. I'm going to guess that's not happened at all this year. McCone, no look in the corner. Kresser. Ball comes out of bounds, and it will be Hudson.
Pilcher's going to check in for the Jayhawks, as is Tanner Michael for the Pirates. That's going to send McCone and Ben Kelly to their benches for the Jayhawks and Pirates, respectively.
Here comes Olsen. Oh. Was it a foul?
Yeah, a little off-ball foul.
Okay, right at the inbound, so we'll take him the other end of the floor. Don't lose any time on the clock.
Pilcher out, McComb back in.
And they will be
Ben Kelly back in.
Covering Miller tight, covering Kresser tight. Hansen with the next free throw. He's got 11 now. Extending that lead even more. It's a 3-basketball game.
Yeah, there's nothing good about these scenarios. I hate the foul game.
McCollum trying to dry a foul inside. Gets the score, but does not get the foul. He'll get 14. 6-point margin, 22.7 seconds.
Timeout. Coach Smines, 30.
Hudson will travel to AP tomorrow. See how fresh their legs can be after the girls went to overtime. Boys in a hard-fought match tonight. Jesup gets the opportunity to go see the Falcons on Friday and the Spartans on Saturday.
Well, if the Pirates are able to hang on for a victory here tonight, going to AP is a whole lot easier tomorrow, because you take a whole new sense of confidence coming off a victory. You know, even at the 1-9, that's a lot better than 0-10.
Olsen gets that in, and Miller. You're going to take Miller or Kresser on that one?
That's going to be I thought it was Kresser, but
no, they get Miller on that one. He'll have his third personal.
I guess probably could have gone either way.
Not impossible yet, folks. Can't write him off. As Michael at the free throw line. Crucial free throws. Pilcher sitting down. Kresser, Miller, McCone, Lino. Fueling all in for Coach Smines. Wow.
Got him.
Make him when you need him. Big night for Hudson. Lee now averaging 20 points a game. They held him to 14, and story ball goes out of bounds. It will be Pirate ball, and we'll see if Jesup can force the turnover.
Both teams continue to sub as appropriate for this point in the game.
Now Kresser, he will have his second personal foul. Hudson in the double bonus. One rolls off for Hansen. 8 points.
Rinse and repeat for the folks coming in and out of the game. You guys, anybody watching can probably guess who just came in, who went out.
Free throw in for Hansen. And you can say Hudson wins her first one of the year on the road. As Jack Miller will take a signature deep three. Can't make it happen. Lino puts it back up. He will drop it. But that'll be it. Wow. 68-61, and some emotions down there with Hudson and Hudson and Jesup, and just kind of looking at some of the sportsmanship that was happening here after, Luke. I don't know if you're catching your eye on that too, but you could go a lot of different ways. But coming in with a winless record and winning 68-61 in pretty commanding fashion, actually. Hudson could have just gone berserk and showed him up, but they were waving. They were shaking. He had one that must be some friends. Whenever shook one of our players' hands, I didn't see it behind the bleachers, but that's what I kind of miss about this. You don't get that handshake at the end.
Well, Swope, he's a senior. I mean, he knows these guys. They've played each other in various sports, and he wanted to reach out to Lino and give him a fist bump because they were battling down there the whole time. And Hudson always has stand-up players and coaches, and they were just man, they're excited. Frankly, I hate to see our guys lose, but I'm happy for the Pirates. It's a big deal to get your first win, no matter when it comes in the season, and they worked their tails off tonight, and frankly, they deserve that win.
So Jesup goes on to a record on the season, back-to-back losses here. Lost to Wapsie on Friday, losing tonight to Hudson. They'll go to 8-5 on the year, 4-5 overall. Hudson again 1-8 on the season in the conference, and 1-9 in overall play. Leading scorer for the Hudson Pirates, you got to give credit to Swope with 20 points, 19 for Davis, 13 for Hansen. A lot of the free throws came at his hand towards the end. Olsen coming off the bench with 5. He's a good little player to watch. Michael in with 4 free throws. Creel with 2. Jesup side of things wasn't enough. McCone had 14. He had a hard-fought game. Miller, big night again, 20 points for him. A lot of beyond the arch. 16 for Lino. But early on, it was 8-15 the first quarter, 28-30 at half. Jesup down, 45-41 at the end of the third quarter. Hard-fought game, regardless.
Yeah, Nickel East, man. Like we talked about, you got to be ready to play every night because you never know when that 0-9 team's going to come into your house and try to steal one from you.
Our next broadcast coming up on Saturday afternoon. It'll be girls and boys doubleheader, I believe, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there. That'll be our next broadcast. Follow us along as we face Grundy Center, I should say. Follow us on our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. For Luke Baldwin and our on-site crew of Anthony Baugh, as well as Eric Clark and executive producer Tony Lang, I'm Nate Clayberg from the South Patio of the Upper Patio of the South Gym. I'll get it right one of these days. Jesup boys losing tonight to Hudson, 68-61. You can watch this game again on replay and also other previous athletic events on the video section of Facebook and our YouTube channel. This is the Jayhawk Sports Network from Heartland Technology with music courtesy of bensound.com. Go Jayhawks and be safe.